Florida Governor Ron DeSantis just finishing up his speech tonight in Spartanburg. That event was titled the Florida Blueprint and gave potential voters a taste of what the governor has in store if he chooses to make a run for the White House. Our chief political correspondent Emma Withrow was at that event tonight and explains why DeSantis' visit in South Carolina is so significant.
Thousands of South Carolinians showed up to hear the Florida governor speak tonight. One of his team members estimated there was around 1,200 people in attendance. Governor Ron DeSantis focused his speech tonight on his accomplishments in Florida and the potential for him to implement those accomplishments throughout the rest of the country in what he's calling as somewhat of a Florida blueprint. The main accomplishments DeSantis chose to highlight included his policies regarding parental rights in schools, Florida's lack of COVID lockdowns during the pandemic, and having the largest budget surplus in the state's history.
Our state has millions of more people than New York State does now, yet New York's budget is twice the size of the budget of the state of Florida. And yet we have better roads, better services, higher performing education. Where is all that money going?
DeSantis also noted his loyalty to his constituents over political gain when making decisions during COVID and now responding to what he calls the woke mob.
Woke represents a war on truth. And if you have a society that's not based on the truth, if it's based on whatever ideological currents may be blowing in the wind, that is not a society that's moored to anything enduring.
Governor DeSantis also brought out his wife, Florida's First Lady, Casey DeSantis. They joked about their time living in the governor's mansion with 3 young kids and brought the conversation back to the importance of parental rights.
Florida is really leading the way. And because we're in the legislative session and all of this good stuff is coming out, it's actually starting a national dialogue and a discourse. And you're seeing other legislatures across the country starting to enact policies that people say are just common sense.
Of the thousands of supporters lined up to see DeSantis, many said they support him over Trump and think he would do a better job in the White House.
Trump did a good job in his time. DeSantis really fits the bill when it comes to those conservative values.
He's shown that in Florida, he's gone toe-to-toe with every woke agenda that's been, stable in there for how many years?
I'm just excited that we have such a big group and we have such strong Republicans here in the upstate, and it's always exciting this time of the year when they start coming to the first of the South in South Carolina.
After speaking for about an hour tonight, as well as bringing his wife up on stage and going out into the crowd and signing books, Governor Ron DeSantis still has yet to make an official presidential announcement. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Reporting in Spartanburg, Emma Withrow, Queen City News.